From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Temps a little hot today at Lincoln Financial Field, but keep in mind it is technically still summer as we get you ready for some football in Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Seahawks first down. On
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, there's a sight that fans were used to seeing a little bit more earlier in his career. Just 3 rushing touchdowns last year for Russell Wilson. He's had as many as 6 in a season. I think he's a lot more selective, a little more judicious about running the football now, but still scares the heck out of any defense when he decides to tuck it and go.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year, started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again into
double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Over 1st and 10.
Well, the Philly offense taking center stage again, and you look at this Eagle team, and they've been an under-the-radar bunch this offseason, especially compared to some of the other teams in their division. But yeah, they're the only team that returns their head coach and coordinators, so that's certainly something. And they didn't make any splashy moves, but I don't know, Charles, you kind of get the sense that they want it that way.
They just wanted to get faster, and they tried to do that during the draft, all right, especially on the offensive side of the ball with Jalen Reagor coming out of TCU. They also drafted Jalen Hurts, the quarterback at Oklahoma, so expect to see him used in some specialty situations. But they can just keep Carson Wentz healthy, their quarterback. Remember, they made the playoffs, but he only played in the first quarter in the playoff game because of injury. So 9-7 last year. They think they're going to take a step forward. And on the defensive side of the ball, they're going to retool a little bit. But bottom line, they think they've got enough talent in this roster to win yet again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wentz on target to Reagor. 1st down, Eagles.
42-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Wentz to his rookie wideout Rager for an Eagle 1st down.
47-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Duke Riley came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Seahawks 3-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Well, the Seahawks going to work here once again offensively. You look back to last year, Charles, 11-5, the final tally. They got a playoff win in Philly before falling in Green Bay. And look, we've sat here and talked about this team year after year. Could this be the year that they fall off? And every year, they seem to go out and make the playoffs. So I guess I ask you yet again, CD, could this be the year? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
The 30-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Shrugs him off. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Eagles take over first down.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over first and 10. at their own.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wentz, caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Complete. Fumbled on the play. Recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Wilson now off the bootleg. And this one's incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Chris Carson.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's caught by Hollister. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
21, Eagles 14.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board.
As Sanders has it poked free.
Desean Jackson. That's good.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Desean Jackson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 7 yards the pickup. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down by K.J. Wright.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Eagles 17.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's his.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
16.
Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have recovered. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28.
44-yard line.
On first down, Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 28 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. So this drive spans 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
16, Tyler Lockett.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Jason Myers.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he puts it through. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles kick over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On the draw, here's Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Desean Jackson, 61 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
31.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2
yards on the play.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Intended for Zach.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And now you saw exactly why the rookie out of TCU, Jalen Reagor, was selected in the 1st round by the Philadelphia Eagles. Great quickness, terrific speed, adds a deep threat to the lineup. And remember, Carson Wentz threw for over 4,000 yards last year and didn't have a single wide receiver who had catches over 500 yards. A terrific addition by the Eagles in the 1st round, albeit a bit of a surprise. I think they're going to like what they get out of this young man from Fort Worth.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
Eagles.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that's complete to Jeffrey. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Boston Scott, his 1st carry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Escaping the... And it's a fumble! But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the 1st down.
The 20-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Wilson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Now he'll pull it down. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. Less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing it.
As Sanders has it poked free, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Following the fumble recovery, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
At the 20.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
50
Again, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
38. Eagles 31.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Reed on the tackle.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
And 7.
To throw is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Miles Sanders. That's good.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Shaquille Griffin there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
By K.J. Wright. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Wentz gonna throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Rager.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former 2nd-round pick out of Alabama, and that's why he was drafted. But he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come, and that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the yardage just continues to pile up. We're still in the 3rd quarter. He's had a heck of a game.
Keep your calculator handy because these numbers are skyrocketing. Loving watching what he's doing right now because, what do we call it, in the zone?
Yeah, he's in the zone.
I think he's in the zone plus right now. Everything is like a laser.
See if he can stay in that zone.
Wilson.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Wilson's pass.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 31, Wentz. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really...
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Wentz to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Jason Myers to kick off for.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10, and out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Desean Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Block at the return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll throw right away. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf. And when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
His kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 55, Eagles 38.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is caught by Jackson. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Desean Jackson, 76 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Lockett the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Desean Jackson getting set to go again on offense. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this 3rd quarter.
Sounds like we're describing.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Running right, here's Sanders. And nothing doing here, as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
Wilson's
A gain of 6 there on first.
Greg Olsen.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Wilson will throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They go play action with Wilson, rolling to his right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Myers' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Seahawks 58, Eagles 45.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
For Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Recovered by
a lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Derek Barnett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Let's shift now and discuss Desean Jackson. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. The drive starts with a completion left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 7.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Working from the gun. Wentz throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
57. Come on. 57. Come on.
And right away, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wilson's pass.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. The sack back at the 29. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Fourth down, here's Wilson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Desean Jackson getting set to go again on offense. Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one? You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play? You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now like, congratulations. Well, why isn't it me?
Well, so far, it's been all about him. Here's second and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Jalen.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Here's Wilson being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Wilson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He lets it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And it's incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Wilson's pass.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Now Sanders. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson wants to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 1st down, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Oh, Wilson going to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.